You are tucked into bed, one toe out for temperature control, brain finally getting quiet, and then ZAP! Your whole body launches like the mattress secretly turned into a cliff. Rude. Welcome back to Tidbits. That little bedtime jump is usually not a spooky mystery. It is your nervous system misreading the tiny cliff at the edge of sleep. And today we are riding that moment downward in a wobbly paper elevator from the busy floor labelled awake to the soft one labelled sleep. The jolt usually shows up during the handoff, right as awake mode is closing its noisy little shop for the night. This hazy doorway into sleep is called the hypnagogic stage, which sounds like a wizard sneezing, but mostly means you are not fully awake and not fully asleep. Breathing slows, heart rate settles, muscles stop holding all that daytime tension in your jaw, shoulders, hands, and weirdly determined eyebrows. In our sketchbook elevator, the lights dim, the doodle mascot slumps into the corner, and the button for sleep glows like a tiny moon. Here is where the elevator ride gets dramatic for no good reason. As your muscles relax, your brain can read that normal loosening as danger, because a limp body plus a sinking feeling is very easy for a nervous system to misfile under falling. So it fires a sudden motor burst, a twitch, a kick, a full body jump, the classic bedtime lightning bolt. The bed did not become a trapdoor. Your brain saw the sleep elevator moving down and hit the wrong alarm. Tiny hard hat brain at the control panel sees the body go soft and yells, "Wait, are we falling?" And because the nervous system has never heard of sending a calm email, the alarm can feel huge. Some people get one leg doing a surprise bicycle kick, some get a shoulder snap, a gasp, a flash of falling, or that extremely undignified, almost asleep launch sequence where you wake up personally offended by physics. A hypnic jerk is basically your nervous system yelling parkour in a room where nobody moved. Usually it is brief, one twitch, or a small cluster right as sleep begins, and then the body settles again. Emergency button slapped, paper cutout mascot bounces, elevator brakes squeak for half a second, and then everyone pretends that was normal. False alarms get more likely when the elevator has jittery passengers. Stress keeps the nervous system watchful, like a raccoon guarding a sandwich, so ordinary relaxation can look suspicious. Caffeine can also hang around longer than bedtime wants it to. Its average half-life is roughly 5 hours, which means an afternoon coffee may still be tapping the control panel while you are trying to become a peaceful blanket burrito. Add sleep loss, an irregular schedule, or being overtired, and the descent can get bumpier. Stress, caffeine, and weird sleep timing all crowd into the elevator, bump the buttons, and make the hard hat brain a little too ready to slam the brakes. The useful part is that most hypnic jerks are harmless, and they are not rare. Common estimates put them in a large share of people at some point, sometimes around 60 to 70%, which is a lot of sleepy humans getting pranked by their own wiring. The ordinary version is occasional, brief, annoying, and followed by falling back asleep. But pattern matters. If the jerks happen so often that they disrupt sleep, cause injury, come with other concerning symptoms, or leave you exhausted during the day, that is worth mentioning to a clinician. And for the everyday false alarm version, lowering late caffeine, giving stress somewhere quieter to land before bed, and keeping a steadier sleep schedule can mean fewer chaotic passengers mashing the elevator buttons. So the tiny cliff is usually not a real cliff. It is your nervous system watching the body's normal descent into sleep and briefly mistaking relaxation for free fall. The elevator reaches the soft watercolour sleep floor, the doors sigh open, and the hard hat brain sheepishly tapes a note to the panel. False alarm, probably harmless. Margin scribble though. If the elevator keeps slamming the brakes night after night and sleep suffers, bring it up with a clinician. As always, stay curious and keep sending the everyday body glitches and odd little science moments you want sketched next. Today's was just one tiny elevator drama in the very weird notebook of being